One of the hottest selling books in America. She's been doing the rounds of the talk show. She's almost advising Oprah. She is. It's true, aren't you? Almost you are. You and Oprah discussing her bunions and ingrown toenails and all those really important issues. It's true. But your story is interesting because you've managed to, quite incredibly, harmoniously blend one family with another, haven't you? And that's the thrust of your life now.
Yeah, and I think my story is a little bit different, but I always say it's not so different anymore. It used to be what I call the road less travelled, but this road less travelled is becoming a lot busier now because a lot more women are becoming second wives and stepmoms. So, you know, the statistics are 1 in 5, 1 in 4 are blended families. So, and that's why I wrote the book, to be able to help women understand what to expect, what they're going to go through, maybe just, like a guide so they can. I wish I had something like that around when I first became a second wife and a stepmom because it's very tricky.
Is it like the Brady Bunch in reality or not?
No, I mean...
You don't have Alice there stirring an empty saucepan.
No, Alice, and nothing gets mixed in half an hour either because the show only goes for half an hour.
And your grass in the back garden is real, I bet, not astroturf.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
How many kids have you got?
I have my 2 stepsons who are 21 and 19, and I have an 8-year-old son as well. So I have been part of my blended family for over 15 years. So it's been a long time. So they were 3 and 5 when I first met my stepsons and became, part of their lives, and, they became part of my family as well. So, that took a long time for us to, become a blended family and be able to build that. And then it took an even longer time to become what I call a happy, harmonious blended family too.
How did that come about?
Well, I think it just takes a lot of time, it's not like one particular thing that, that makes it all happy, harmonious. That's why I thought, what was happening to me was a lot of my friends were meeting men that had been married before and had children, and they were coming to me for advice. So I'm thinking, well, I've been through this. We've come out the other end. The kids are a bit older. I really feel, so about a year ago, I thought I'm going to put pen to paper and really write my story. But not only that, really research it, do a lot of case studies, find out, the best information that I can give the women. To what I talk about is like caveat emptor, let the buyer beware. Like what you just be aware of what you're going into, and go in with eyes wide open. I was very naive when I first met my husband. I talk about having rose-coloured glasses on, and I just saw everything being perfect, and it was all going to be fabulous, and I could take it all on. But what you don't really see is what I call this village. I felt like I'd married into a village, and there was a village standing right behind my husband. And all these people have an influence and an impact on your relationship. And it's very difficult because it's not like your first marriage where, there's not so many other people there that are having an impact. But it is like that when it becomes a second marriage because there's an ex-wife, there's children involved. There is already a village of family that is a unit, and then you're coming in and stepping into that. So not easy to assimilate into that.
But are there some tricks that you can use and employ to help smooth whatever speed humps might be there out and over? What did you discover?
What I really discovered was I thought that I had to somehow assimilate into my husband's village and get everyone to like me. I very much had the disease to please. I always felt like I wanted them to like me, and so I overcompensated all the time with my mother and father-in-law, and I really tried hard to get everyone to like me. But at the end of the day, I became quite resentful because I felt like I was the one that was doing everything for everyone. I was the one trying to make everyone happy, and at the end of the day, I wasn't happy. And I felt like I was very much being used, and I felt like it was a bit of a one-way street there for a long time. So I decided that I made a decision. I didn't need to have everybody like me. I didn't need to assimilate into this village. I just really need to work on my own village and create my own family and bring my blended family together on my side, because at the end of the day, I have no control over anyone liking me. I have no control over, what they're going to think. I can just always go with the best of intentions and do the best that I can do and see where that takes me.
Incredible. You have a book that is for sale today.
Yes, I do.
At the back of the room, I think. So if anybody would like Angela's book, which is, I've got to say, riveting reading. I've plowed through it, I have. Pushed the Jackie Collins aside and read Second Wives Guide, which is wonderful. You will be signing copies at the back of the book and having a chat. Does anyone have any questions for these 4 absolutely inspiring ladies who've been so kind and very open-hearted with their assorted journeys?